Go ahead and turn
hold on, we need to come this way a little bit.
There you go. That worked. Patriots alive. Just got it.
What's up, Patriots?
Patriots in the house. Pretty soon, hopefully. Got the Facebook sides going.
What's up, Evan? Evan, we're on YouTube, man.
Yeah, man. New year, new YouTube.
Trying some new things, seeing if it will work out over there. Evan, man, I have so much to talk to you about, brother. So I'm trying to prep for my tech license. I've been taking that test, dude, and I don't know how you got through that stuff, man. It is
all kinds of folks watching tonight. Interested to know what we got to say.
It is brutal, dude. So if you're on YouTube with us and you are new to YouTube and to us on Prepare Patriot NC, we are a training company in North Carolina where we train firearms, preparedness, and general, gun culture stuff that everybody loves and enjoys. Well, not everybody, because the rest of the world's retarded. But so we're checking out. We got a live stream as well over on Facebook, so we'll be answering comments on both tonight as they're both running simultaneously. Awesome, man. I'm glad it looks good. I'd like to move over to YouTube and do it more than Facebook, Evan. It's a little bit easier to read the comments and be able to see it all at one time.
Yep.
The only problem with YouTube is you have to get so many subscribers before we can actually use different equipment and stuff. We're still having issues with that. So this is just solely on the computer, brother, until we can get more people subscribing. Awesome, Adam. I'm glad it's looking better. We had to upgrade the internet, man. That was the big thing that was holding us back up here in the woods.
Got my hotspot rolling. I'm dual tasking over here, man. Got the hotspot and I got the Facebooks over here.
What's up, Glenn?
I don't know if it's Jerry's students or what. Where's Mr. Googe? I think I spelled his name right. That's right. Patrick called him Jerry Gage for the longest time.
Dude, I thought his
the first
name,
2 years
for the first two years I knew Jerry, I thought his name was Jerry Gage.
Gage.
I was so envious. I was like, dude, that is the best name ever for a firearms instructor. And then I come to find out it's Googe. I was like, I would have never told anybody.
Hopefully Jerry Gage is he needs to get his butt on here, number one. If he's not already on here, but hopefully Jerry Gage is at home down there prepping the Mooresville Mafia, man.
Let's hope, man.
Hopefully he's getting his Mooresville Mafia rolling here.
So, Evan, if you're still on there, dude, I have a bunch of questions about the Yaesu and programming that stuff and all that, man. I've got the equipment, the recommended equipment at this point, but learning to use it is turning out to be a bear, man.
Oh, Jerry Gage is on there.
What's up,
Jerry Gage? What have you done for the good of the order today? That's what my dad used to tell me.
For good of the order?
Good of the order. What'd you do today? Usually about 50% of what the chore list he left me to do. That's how I got my original, I got my first nickname. He used to call me 50%. I guess I'm the original 50 Cent.
Awesome. So, Evan, a programming question for you, man. Can we set up one program that would be universal for our guys that we could program all to one radio and have it to where we can clone it? So I know Matt's picked up the Yaesu FT60 as well. I just don't know if we can clone that and put it on all the Baofangs and all that stuff as well, or because I know some of the groups got different radios and all that thing.
Hey, Scott Wexler, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Scott? Hey, Scott, we're on YouTube as well, man.
YouTube, it's where all the cooler kids are hanging
out. Y'all can come over there. We would love it if you would share it and
Benjamin Walters in the house.
Our YouTube
What's up,
is
man?
Not growing like it should. I don't think we're getting the push from YouTube.
Not really sure how much longer we have on YouTube, Facebook,
or Facebook for that matter.
You know what I mean? So It's hard to say.
It's very likely that all of us get censored before too long if you're paying attention.
Yeah, don't forget to look at those folks up there too, man.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, there's Facebook world.
Sorry, this one's in my face where I can read the comments here.
Yeah.
And Matt's kind of reading the comments over there. So.
Elaine Davis in the house on the Facebooks, checking us out.
So what I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about a little bit is what you can be doing right now. I know there's a lot of unrest and a lot of confusion and a lot of anger and a lot of, even myself, I felt all of this just like you guys had. And I think that there's some things that we can be doing, right? So you don't have to sit on your laurels. You don't have to think that all is over and we're hope is gone and all that. I think there's some things that as Patriots, you guys need to be working on. So obviously, you know, if you haven't trained, you need to start getting training, guys. You need to train with your group. I know that's not always it's not always the most popular thing. Everybody, the militia, so to speak, has a bad kind of name and sometimes can be taken in a negative way. I think there's nothing negative about a militia. However, our group is not. We don't really consider ourselves a militia. Our group is more of a mutual assistance group. That's what this whole group was founded on, helping others and taking care of our people that are close to us. So things that you can do right now to prepare. I think you should be putting back some food, guys. I think you should be preparing like we've talked about already. It's in our logo, right? It's in our motto. Carry smart, carry safe, be prepared. And, you know, be prepared should probably have went to the front of that list, you know, because it really is. You know, luck is great, but being prepared is better, I think. You know, if you guys can put back some food and you guys can
It would have been a cool motto.
What's that?
It would just been cool to say, in all things, be prepared.
There you go, right? And that's pretty much what we teach, right? But in reality, we're trying to get people to realize it's not all gloom and doom, but it may not be easy. Like our easy way of life may be starting to move away, guys. If the people that are taking over in power right now have their way, we will not be doing well for much longer. As a country, as a peoples, that's just the way I feel. And generally, I know a lot that way. So prep, guys. Put back some medical supplies. Put back some food. Put back some water. You know, we got all kinds of videos and stuff out that you guys can go back and look at for all these things to be able to, you know, be prepared. And here's the big thing. I think you guys need to start focusing a little bit more on communication and also on organizing, right? So that's the part that the left and that side is really, really good at, man. They're very organized. They are very good at pulling all the troops together, so to speak. With you know, the right, I don't even like to call it the right anymore because I feel like the red is dead, okay? I know that some people are not going to agree with that. Some people are going to think that controversial. But
bunch of sellouts.
I think that we have, if Trump has done nothing else, he should have shown you that there's not much difference between the two different groups. You know, the donkey and the elephant and the red and the blue and all this, it sounds good on paper, but in reality, it seems to me like there's a whole bunch of the same up there, and Trump is the one that they're all attacking. So I don't know if you're in it for, you know, you may not be a Trump supporter, but even if you're not, the way they attack that man and the way that they have, you know, the whole system has turned against him should tell you that he was fighting for the people, because they don't care about the people at all. You're the last thing on their mind. They want to make themselves wealthy. They want to destroy what our way of life is. They want to tear down our form of government and the republic, and that's what we want to prevent. The way to do that, in my opinion, is to prepare people, to educate people. You need to know history. You need to pay attention to the signs. I mean, if you've been paying attention and you're a part of this whole group, you know that this has been going on for a long time. Like we've been at war for a long time, but they've just recently started ramping it up.
Jason Rapport said, "Fix our mic."
Which one are you looking at? YouTube, Jason, or at Facebook? It looks like you're on Facebook. So we have our mic. Let's move it over here. Is that any better?
Check. I mean, I'm right back here.
So Matt's up front. We're using the Rode mics, in case you guys are wondering. So we use Rode mics for the phone.
He said, "I can't hear you on Facebook."
Okay, it might be you, man. Either that or Facebook is doing their thing, dude. I'm not surprised.
Anybody else having problems on Facebook hearing us?
Jerry's saying the sound is good. So Jason, it sounds like it's just your end, brother.
Got talks in the house.
Jason, try checking us out. Type in there and tell Jason to try over on YouTube. So I'm just looking here through some of the comments.
Maybe his phone is hooked to his refrigerator or whatever.
Hey, he got his refrigerator fixed.
Oh, did he?
Me, yeah. But remember that Frigidaire ice maker he bought?
Yeah, already broke?
It died before the refrigerator. Man, you got to quit buying Frigidaire, dude. You have no luck with it. Yeah, Scott Wexler, we're talking about ham radio. Evan is our ham dude. He's our tech nerd down here. Love you, and I mean that affectionately, Evan, because, dude, I suck at it. I've been taking the practice test and working my butt off to try to get it as quick as I can. But I'm, not doing well. It's so dry, man. The material is so dry for me. It's like every time I start to do it, it seems like I've always just put the kids to bed and it's late at night, and I'm just like, it's all I can do to keep my head up, man. It's pretty rough stuff. So Scott, yeah, we're talking about getting comms ready for Patriots, man. If you are on ham radio and doing the ham thing, we got some stuff coming out on that. I by no means am an expert, but we got some new gear in that we're checking out and doing. But going back to what we were talking about, what Patriots need to be doing now. And when there's lack of hope, I think that we should be turning to our faith. You should be praying for the country and praying for your family and praying that the things turn out the way that we hope they do. Regardless of our country, we are still, God's people. So he's going to take care of us. And thank God for, I reached out to some friends today who helped me kind of see a little clearer on that as well. Cause I was struggling, guys. There's been a real anger and hate in me for a few days, man. It's been hard for me to control my temper. And I've just been a little disconnected. So I know you guys are probably feeling some of the same stuff. So we feel you. We're listening, and we hope that you take this as a motivator to start prepping, start putting back food, start doing the water thing, start getting away to filter water, buy a Berkey. Look at YouTube videos. Don't even have to be ours, guys, but we have some out that you can look at on how to store food, how to filter water and stuff to be able to do that. All those things are good for you and make it where you're self-sufficient. If you have the ability, you should start growing a garden. If you can grow livestock out and do that, you should do that. Chickens are easy and they produce food. It's really there's lots of ways that you can start to prepare. Put some food back, buy extra stuff. Do what you can right now, because I feel like the country is going to be turning south pretty quickly, and we're going to need people to put the stuff back so they can be safe. Yeah. Especially, and here's the big thing, guys: if you live in the city, get out of there. It's going to get ugly there. I have a feeling that the cities are not where you are going to want to be soon. The other thing I would say is that you need to start organizing. You need to start getting with the groups of people that are like-minded. You need to start training with those people so you know what they're going to do.
And some of this stuff needs to happen now.
Yeah, like you're behind the eight ball already.
So a lot of this you got to think of in the short term as well in the long term. Because some channels, some sources say somewhere between now and the 20th, I mean, we could have a comms blackout here in the country and
things.
You know what I mean? So they've already censored the president on Twitter, Facebook. I'm sure more folks are to follow.
They said it that more folks were to follow. So if you're conservative and you have opinions that differ from theirs, which is funny, it's exactly what they accuse everybody else of doing. They're doing, which if you've been paying attention, you knew that already. But yeah, it's like they're if they can censor the president of the United States, you are nothing to them. They can black this whole thing out, and they've already been doing it. There's lots of YouTubers, there's lots of people out there that have been, censored. They've been taken off. Our friend James Yeager, he's had his whole account wiped out 2 or 3 times now.
Sure.
A lot of dudes, a lot of big guys, big names that Mr. Guns and Gear on Facebook and stuff. He's a local guy to us, and he's been wiped out. Like all these people that if they don't like what you have to say, they're just cutting you off. And that's really what the media is all about, right? That it's no longer media anymore. It's no longer the news. It's now propaganda. And you can't, if you believe the stuff you see on TV and you don't think for yourself and all you get is what they feed you, man, you're in a mess. You don't know what to believe at this point.
Yeah. And so some sources would say that there might be a comms blackout. There's been a lot of military movement around the country, and we just don't know whether it's to save the republic and round up Antifa and BLM thugs and things like that, or whether they're coming after us. That's I think the difference between Patrick and I. I'm a little bit on the more optimistic side,
and I prepare for the worst.
Yeah, he's thinking they're coming after us. You know what I mean? So
well, they've already said. I mean, if you look at what's happening right now, they're going after Ted Cruz. They're going after anybody that had the balls to stand up to the absolute retardedness that's going on. Anyone that had anything to say to defend the freedom of this country, they're going after. They're talking about like the wildest stuff you've ever heard that you would have, like 1984 Animal Farm stuff that you would have never believed in this country would happen. It's happening right now. If you're not paying attention, I don't know how we can help you. If you are paying attention and you want to get and connect with a group, I know a lot of times we're always getting questions by people asking, how do we get a mutual assistance group? How do we connect with other preppers so that we can band together and be stronger as a group versus independently? The way that you do that is by connecting with those people. Like there's people around you. We are a group in North Carolina. We'd love to see more like-minded people get out and train with us and be able to do what we do and know what we know and move like we move. In case things get bad. The other thing, Matt just mentioned a blackout of communications. If you've wanted to know what Trump was, everybody talks a lot of trash about Twitter and about how Trump tweets stuff and all this. But I'll tell you, you knew what the man was thinking. You knew what he was going to do. You knew what he was talking about, what was in his mind, what things were going on. If they take that away, if they take that away and you can't hear what he has to say anymore, it kind of leaves you in the dark, right? So what's to say they can't do that to everyone? If let's just throw this out here. What happens if your cell phone no longer works? Because when all those people were at the Capitol, the first thing they did was kill communication, right? They said, we're going to shut down all the cell phones. We're going to turn all that stuff off.
I understand they were doing that just amongst the general crowd.
So that's a small scale. But let's just say you're in that area and you can't communicate, right? You cannot talk to other people. You are stuck. You are blind. You have no intel. You don't know what to do other than what you see. And if you've had training from other people when you've been with another group, then you know what that other group's going to do. You kind of start to think alike in tactics and how you would handle things. If you are a part of those groups and you train with those groups, you kind of move together. You have the same kind of mindset of how you're going to do stuff. If you don't have that training, then you're literally blind and deaf if you don't have communication. It's the first thing to break down in most battle. It's the first thing that people lose when stuff gets, out of place. It's the first thing that starts to go whenever stuff gets real, If you'll ask a cop what they use the most whenever they're on patrol, it's their radio. I mean, it's your lifeline, it's your communication, it's your intel. Without that stuff, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't really know anything. So my question to the preppers out there, to the Patriots, the guys that are listening to want to train and to want to be a part of the group and want to do this kind of stuff, like, what's your plan? Like, is it something as simple as this? Do you have a ham radio or something that you can talk to people? If you're local and generally in this area, a ham radio may be sufficient.
You ought to read some of the comments and answer them, man. Come on.
Let's go back.
Keep engaged. I don't think you need to go up, but there's been a few.
So Scott said he listened to an audio book and took the test while driving to Camden, which is tactical response. If you guys are not aware, it's a great place to train.
While driving? That's multitasking.
I know. I do that
Taking
all the
the
time.
test while
I do stuff all the time.
Damn, son.
So
it's awesome.
So Scott, like, I'm a memorize the thing and take the test kind of guy. So I want to memorize the answers and go take the test and be done with it. Because I'm not like, listen, there's some people that love the ham stuff. Like, it's like to them, it's like a new gun, or it's like those guys. It's the same dudes that get wrapped around the axle on ballistic coefficient. Like, they want to minute detail all this stuff. I'm not that guy. I've never been that guy. It is definitely not my style. So I will do what I have to do to get my tech license. I will start to work harder on that. I'm doing it as we speak, but I'd like to get a little better at it. But yeah, so it's not the easiest thing for me. I don't know if I was listening to an audio book of that while I was driving, I'd probably run off the road and die. I would probably go to sleep and die. No kidding. But good on you, dude. Like, listen, the guys that are into that stuff, they love it. Like, they absolutely love that ham stuff. They can get way down into the weeds on this radio and that radio and what meter, this meter, that meter. And they have like these games where they try to talk to the people the farthest away in a short period. And it's cool. I get it. It's a lost art. And I think that if you can tune up on that, great. I mean, it's something that, not everybody is, a door kicker. Like, we need people that can talk to other people and do communications. And I was hoping Matt would get on board with this and be the tech nerd and do that, because, like, that's not my personality. Kill the audio.
Hey, I'm on a screen.
How did you do that?
I don't know, but I'll stop it.
So, going to the next question. Tell them $20 week tips. What are you talking about, Jerry?
Yeah, $20.
Jerry, what you talking about?
Peanut. Come on, man.
I know, man. We're going to need some nerds, Evan. We're going to need some nerds. I can't do it all, dude. That is not my strong suit. I am not an engineer.
1776 version.
Like, I can make shit happen mechanically when my hands are doing it, like machinery and working stuff. But, dude, like, when it comes to, like, electricity and reading those diagrams and that stuff, dude, that's not my thing. I wish I was better at it. I need to get better at it. But, see, we all have something to work on, right? So, like, you may excel at one thing. Kill the audio, bro. You're killing me.
Sorry, man. You're messing up your flow.
Yeah, you messed up my flow. So, you may be really good at certain parts and you may not be the other. That's why we need a group. Like, we can't all do all jobs. We can all cross-train on some of this stuff and be pretty good at, some of it, but you can't do it all. And sometimes you got to sleep. So somebody else has to be able to do those other things as well. Jason says, I'm not even going to read that, Jason.
Something about a homo?
He's always calling us homos. Jason, dude, are you still doing the if you're is Facebook still live?
Yeah.
If you're a Patriot and an alumnus, if you train with us and you ordered some stuff, talked to Jason earlier today, and he said that they are having some trouble getting some of the multicam black sweatshirts.
Ooh.
So it's going to take a little bit longer to get them. He said it shouldn't be too much longer, though. They're just trying to hunt down some of the larger size stuff.
I think that's the one color I didn't get because I knew you were getting it.
Yeah,
the black one.
That was the one I was probably the most excited about. That and the OD one.
I didn't want to be #twinning.
Gay.
Hey, wife's on. Everybody straighten up. My wife's on. Facebook. It's probably Sam.
This one's been good tonight, Jenny. You should.
No bad words yet.
Yeah, we've been pretty good tonight.
Hey, Jenny, we are on the YouTubes tonight.
Yeah, check out the YouTube. That'd be awesome. If y'all could share it and pass it along to friends, we'd love to get the message out. We need more good people. You can't have too many solid, dependable people. So looking at the comments. So Scott says no audiobook on the test prep. Listened to it twice, then took a couple practice tests online. Yeah, I couldn't do that, man. And then Evan says I excel at tech and gravity.
That's good. Gravity. Yeah, man.
That's good, man. That gravity, she's good.
Was it 9.8 meters per second squared or something?
So listen, don't hear me wrong, Scott. Scott says I'm a nerd of a lot of things. Don't hear me wrong, dude. I can super nerd out on some things. Like training, I nerd out on training, dude. Like I any and all I can get my hands on, I read, I look at. Like that's kind of the thing I'm interested in the most. I take notes like that dude that that had the thick binder and the big glasses and the protractor. Yeah, that's me whenever we're talking about training stuff. Just how they train, what they're doing, like other people that are reputable and how they're teaching things, what's the best and new. Like I pay attention to that stuff and I nerd out big time on that. We all have those things that catch our attention, right? And then skill sets and stuff, right? Like I'll spend a ton of time. We actually did a thing at my house a while back where we were trying to do some new survival skill every year, right? So last year it was canning, and we really went crazy on that. Actually, I think it was like 2 years ago. We went really crazy on learning how to can and preserve food and do that kind of thing. And that every year I'm trying to do something. This year it's ham. Like I'm going to figure that shit out so I know how to do it. Damn, I let one slide. Two slide. Sorry.
The bad words?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like $1 each. So more of the story, if you guys haven't picked some things outside your skill sets to resolve to learn this year.
Yeah, you should be.
A good New Year's resolution right there. Pick one or two things, Patrick's already mentioned a bunch, from canning to planning to food prep to water purification skills. Even just primitive stuff. One of the things I suck at the most, and Patrick can tell you this, knot tying. Like, homeboy, I was not a Boy Scout. If it ain't a square knot, it ain't a knot. Sorry.
So
I need to work on that.
We need to help Matt out with the knot tying stuff. And
I'm pretty sure my son can tie more knots than I can.
He was in the Boy Scouts, right?
It was kind of for a little bit. But now that he's into horse riding and stuff like that.
So Jason says, I'm in a mag, in my opinion, probably the best mag to be a part of. You're absolutely right, Jason.
My wife said on the Facebook, she says, does that mean we can resolve to do cows now?
Hey, listen.
We got the fence.
Jenny, I've been trying to talk my wife into a milk cow for a long time. I mean, just think of the things it opens up, right? A, I don't have to mow my grass anymore. That saves me time so I can do more stuff. B, I get milk and cheese. Like that, those are two things that in my house we go through a lot. So I would love to be able to do that. Yeah, Jenny, get on him. Tell him to bring a cow. That's what I'm talking about. So Jason says, I'm very mechanically inclined. I can fix anything with a motor. I'm really good at old school stuff like canning and butchering.
Yeah.
I've done my fair share of butchering too, Jason.
So did you already talk about, besides organizing, figuring out different people's skill sets?
Well, yeah, that's part of the organizing part, right? So like if we were creating a group, which we are.
Seth Redwood says, it sounds like I'm getting cows. Probably.
Cows are awesome.
Within the next 2 years, if we're still here. Go ahead. Organizing. Different skills. Aces in their places. So like different people do different things better, right? Like even in our company, we have a couple of, people that are better in certain classes, right? So we kind of put the aces in their places, so to speak. It's going to be the same in any kind of mutual assistance group, right? You're going to have those guys that like, they know medical, they're doctors, paramedics, nurses. Those are the people that you want in that place. Like, yes, you need to cross train with those people. You need to know how to do that stuff. But I'd much rather have a surgeon doing it with me than the guy who plays it on TV.
So
what if I slept at a Holiday Inn Express last night?
still, I don't want you doing surgery on me. Just saying. Now, there is some carryover, right? Like just because you don't know how to do all this stuff with all this surgical equipment doesn't mean that you shouldn't have it. You should have all that surgical stuff around so that if there is somebody, you can do it. So when you're prepping, if you have the ability to put that stuff back, it's not your first priority, obviously. You should have medical stuff and bandages and antiseptics and all that stuff first. But you're not going to go wrong by having extra stuff that you don't know how to use, The other thing would be, so like you're not going to have, not everybody's going to be a trigger puller, right? You're going to have some people who are support. In the military, like there's so many more support people than there are like trigger pullers.
Yeah.
You're going to have those people that, stay back at the house and watch the kids. And, you got to have your gardeners. You're going to have people that grow food. Like it's not just guns, people. And that's the hardest thing we get people to figure out. Our company, is built on gun training, but there's so much more than that. And there's so much more that we try to bring to you guys about the whole lifestyle, the whole culture. It's not just about one thing. You can be an excellent shooter, but a really crappy asset as a a part of a mag. You got to do more than one thing.
You can be a straight up liability.
You can actually think you're really good at stuff and be a liability. If you don't know how to move and do things with your group, you are not helpful. And that's hard for some people to get around. But Jason, yeah, man, I was a bolt turner too for a long time. So I'm pretty good at the mechanical stuff. Especially like anything with vehicles and that kind of stuff, but that's not, I would really love to learn some other skills. Like, I'm a rudimentary carpenter, but I'm not an excellent carpenter. I'm not very good at electrical stuff. I know how to test wires and stuff like that, and especially like car stuff, and I can make 12 volt work pretty well, but I would not feel confident doing some of the stuff in my house. Putting up, certain things is not a big deal, but I would not say that I'm an excellent electrician. We all have those things we got to work on, though, right? We all have those things that we need to learn. Jason also says, cows aren't hard. I have 5, but they don't eat all your grass. Yeah, but if they just knocked a dent in it, it'd be nice at my house, brother. Like,
homeboy's got a little 42-inch John Deere.
No, it's 48.
48 sitting over there. At how many acres? Like at least 3 that you're cutting?
About 5.
5 acres that he's cutting. So it takes him like 3 to 4 hours. So
it's not easy.
Needless to say, his kids can't grow up fast enough.
Yeah, man.
On that aspect,
I need some workers.
We want them to stay small for sure, but.
And cows are dumb. They sell magnets for cows to eat to collect the metal they eat. Any animal that eats nails is stupid. Yeah, I need some pigs, Jason. Yeah, that's another thing that I've been looking at.
He's doing that. What hog was class,
it? I saw something Jason posted on the internet today that was freaking awesome. He said that
the hot dog mustard.
No. He said he was looking up, will pigs eat raw eggs? And apparently they can't have raw eggs. I don't know what the story was on that, Jason, but apparently under the Google search it says, will pigs eat people? And yes, they will. They will eat people. So it's one of the few ways you can
dispose of a
hide the body.
BODY, yeah.
Hide the body, so to speak. So beware of the pig farmers. Yeah, they got places to get rid of your ass.
In just a couple of minutes, and apparently they can digest teeth and bones.
Oh, and stuff, yeah. There's no evidence left. They eat it all.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to say it was like 2. I saw that it was like 2 pounds per pig or something that they can eat. So they can take them out I think it was 30 pig. I can't remember the numbers. Like 30 pigs, 20 minutes, something like that. That was pretty impressive. But I need pigs for other reasons, obviously. Pigs are something that we can eat and do all kinds of stuff. He says, I have 3 and the sow is pregnant, so I have a lot more. Yeah, we have some local farmers, Jason, that do the pig thing. To be honest, man, I've just been so overwhelmed this year. I got so many projects going on, man. It's hard for me to add something else to the plate right now.
We got Eric McMillan on the YouTube side, or the Facebook side, man.
Eric, man, you need to get on the radio class, get your tech.
Never mind. That's a TikTok notification. You don't need to check it out.
Wasn't Eric? You were in the ham radio crash course with Evan, right?
Yeah. He sure was.
Also, Eric, we're on YouTube, man. If you can get over on YouTube, I can see your comments better. If you guys are watching from Facebook, we are also on YouTube at Prepared Patriot NC. If you guys can go over there, we would love it if you would come over to the live stream on YouTube and click that subscribe button, click the notification button. It is really hard growing a channel at the moment with all the censorship and the amount of people that are just getting bogged down, dude. They don't want to get this kind of information out there. They don't want you to know that there are people out there that think like you. They don't want you to know that there are people out there that's thinking all the same things and doing all the same things that you want to do, and that you can get together with them and be pretty well prepared if you do that.
We got Rich Witherspoon on the Facebook
What's up,
side.
Rich?
He sold me that beautiful Toyota Tundra out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Rich, we got the decked system over there.
Yeah, man.
I almost want to show him, but I don't want to give away your man cave too much.
Yeah, we don't want to.
We got that deck drawer system. I maybe try to put it in this weekend.
Might be a video coming on that soon on the YouTubes, the deck system. When we go to train, hey, Jason, I talked him out of a gay-ass flex. So now he's rolling in a slick Tundra, and we're going to deck it out with the deck system.
It was going to be the tacticalist of the tacticalist flex ever, man.
Gay.
I was going to be rolling on dubs, jack that sucker up, man.
If y'all have not watched that movie,
Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home. There you go. Daddy's Home. Y'all have to watch that. Every time I watch it, I laugh so hard because the Mel Gibson, who's playing the dad, says, "Did they take your balls at the dealership?"
Was it Mel Gibson?
Yeah. Okay. Mel Gibson was the dad.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
It's hilarious. And I thought about it every time I rode in the flex with Matt.
Flex is solid, man. Oh, we got some Corey McLean from Michigan.
What's up, Corey? Corey, man, I'm about to hit 350 on Friday on my squats. 350 by 5 for 3 sets of 5.
Corey killed a big deer this year.
Yo, man, cool.
It's already had a bunch of snow up there in Michigan.
We're about to get some snow down here in North Carolina.
We met some in North Carolina, but
it's what
it is, man.
If you guys are in North Carolina, we are about to get some snow tonight, I think. It's pretty cold out here in the shop, if y'all can't tell.
Yeah. Breathe it. So
Jason said you have to step up your game to compete with Jerry. What do you mean?
Jerry Nuss.
Oh, yeah.
He's got just tricked out.
He's got a nice one, dude, but Matt's is pretty nice. It's getting there. It's gonna be on par. It's pretty sexy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little jealous. Not really. He deserves it, dude. He's a good damn dude. Matt's one of the best dudes I've ever met. And for real, if anybody deserved it, it was Matt. So we're happy for him. And I get to ride in it. You know what I'm saying?
It is my first new to me vehicle in 10 years.
Yeah.
So I've actually had 2 flexes. I had a black flex, which got rear-ended. We got rear-ended. It's a really funny story.
It's because people were like, "That's gay," and run into it.
No. It was right before a 2016 election. And if you're familiar, there's a bar out there, and it's in Mountain View. It's off of 127 somewhere. It's called like Wayno's Silver Bullet. And so somewhere in the parking lot, they had this phone booth, and it had a cardboard cutout of Hillary Clinton in it. And it was a phone booth, but it had bars, jail bars. It said Hillary for prison.
That's great.
And I swear the lady that nailed us in the back, she was looking at that. She just hammered the car. So, but the white one was just a replacement that I could buy. Basically, swapped them out, just even mileage and all that stuff with the money that the insurance company gave us. So,
what did Corey say?
He said, "Patrick, got to have video proof." I don't know if that might be talking about the snow.
Are you talking about the snow or the squats, dude? Because if that's the case, I usually post all that on my workout shit, and that will be a PR, so it'll probably end up on there on Instagram.
Yeah, Patrick likes the Instagram. So
no, I don't like it. The only reason I do it is to stay I gotta have something to post there. So like I just do workout videos there. I don't do anything else.
That's right.
It's really just like me.
He
doing
said squats. He said squats. So
what's up, weapons junkie in the house?
all right.
That was one of those people I
son.
reached out to today to help calm my nerves.
Thanks for keeping him from jumping off the ledge there.
Appreciate the positive words today, man.
We got a lot of stellar folks in our area.
Oh man, like good dudes. We don't meet up with them enough, and we need to.
We may need to find a day.
If you guys are interested at all, we're going to do ECQC at in North Carolina in March. It's on my birthday, and I'm so stoked.
Got 2 more, actually technically 3 more seats in the Tundra.
Hey, so if you or Brian, I've talked to Brian today as well, either one of y'all are interested in rolling with us to ECQC, let us know. And then also, again, guys, if you're over on Facebook, we are on YouTube. If you could come over, we're going to probably at some point switch over and try to just do YouTube alone, just because it's a little bit more user-friendly. We can see what's going on. And we're trying to build up YouTube a little bit more. It's been slow going on the YouTube just because of the amount. I think it's being just suppressed like crazy. They do not like conservative stuff. They don't like guns. They don't like any of that stuff. Jason said, you almost coming to the fight in March? Yes, Jason, we will be at the fight right after ECQC. It's almost like the next week.
We need to pay for that.
Yeah, but we will be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
It's on the schedule, my friend.
All 3 of us. Knucklehead Jerry will be rolling with us too.
Yep, Jerry will be checking the fight. Jerry will be holding down the fort for.
Who said it's Matt O'Neill wearing a trash bag? It's my leather coat, you jerk.
It's his like.
Brad Banker.
It's his mafia jacket, man. It's his mafia jacket.
If you must know, my mother bought it for me.
It's very nice.
It could have been at the end of high school. That's how old this sucker is.
I was literally just giving him a hard time before we got on last week because he had his collar flipped up. I was like, dude, you look so good.
But Jerry Gage is going to be a little bit jealous. We came up with a modification for this week's live stream. We got one of those heaters sitting under it. That little heater that Patrick has.
Jerry, man, when you're up at the next live stream, it's dope. We're not freezing our tail off.
Wow, he won't fit in here. He's going to be out there on the seat.
Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at this. It's going to have to be way back for him to fit in.
It's going to be tight.
Yep. So Jerry will be here next week, guys. Also, Jerry will not be coming with us to ECQC. So if you guys want to hit up, we'll have an extra seat. I don't know how many seats are left in the ECQC class, though. It's about a 4-hour drive from here.
Speaking of Brian Norris, if you're interested in the ECQC, the best thing to do, the only way I got a hold of him, but I sent Craig Douglas an email straight up, and he got back to me within a couple minutes. So if you're interested in the ECQC class, you want to explain for the folks that don't know mnemonics what ECQC stands for?
ECQC is Extreme Close Quarters Combat, and it is a kind of a force-on-force class where you learn how to do everything 3 feet and in. I mean, it's hands-on. It's kind of some of the best. It's the best material I've ever found for doing any kind of like close-range stuff. I've never found anything better. I'm going to go learn from the master, but I think the material he's teaching already I know is phenomenal. It's the best in the business for that 3 feet and in stuff.
All right, we got Phil Blevins in the house on Facebook side.
What's up, Phil? Brian, what I was telling, the reason I was talking about that is Weapons Junkie is on the YouTube stream, and I was telling him that we got good people in North Carolina that we need to make more contacts with, because I would really like to get a close-knit team down here that could kind of be an emergency response kind of deal. For if things got really bad, we could help each other out. And then we was talking about, ECQC coming up in March. It's March 5th because it's the weekend of my birthday, right?
Yep.
So it's March 5th. Matt's the date guy. Like, I don't remember dates. He's like my secretary at work. I just got.
It'll be time for the annual handbag picture to pop out.
Fuck you. He's such an ass. So anyway.
Now we tell the story, man.
What I was telling him was Brian, was that we had room in Matt's super nice Tundra that he just picked up that y'all can ride with if y'all wanted to go out and Do that.
Be some good time.
Weapons Junkie Unite, man. Thank you for coming out. We'll hope to see you in January.
Thanks for stopping by.
Joe says, where in NC are y'all? We're in Western North Carolina. Most of our training stuff is in Maiden, in that general area. Jim Dumas, the OG prepper.
Get your butt up here, man.
Jim should be on the freaking live stream. A lot of y'all don't know this.
Todd Myers in the house.
But Jim is Jimmy. We call him Uncle Jimmy and Prepper Jimmy. He is the one that kind of got me down the road, guys. He's the guy that really kind of opened my eyes to that. So we appreciate him. And I've been planning to do a video with Jimmy. Hopefully at some point, the OG Prepper is going to be the title of it, because we're going to talk about some stuff, and it's just going to be kind of informal, but hopefully you guys will get to meet Jim soon. Joe, you said you're in Raleigh. We got a couple Raleigh alumnus. One of them is a great dude coming out. His name's Tox. He's on the Facebook stream right now. Y'all should connect. Y'all should get kind of connected there and make some plans, man. Especially in Raleigh, man. You need to get out of Raleigh. If you got family and loved ones there, especially, it's time to move out of those cities. And then
Todd Myers in the house.
Todd, man, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a minute. Mike Kalakis, what's going on, Mike?
Is Mike in the hazing? Mike's the man.
In rural North Carolina. That's good, Joe. If you're in the suburbs, you're probably all right. But you need enough land to grow a garden, dude, and be doing all those things. We'd love to see you in training. If you want to train with us, check out preparepatriotnc.com.
Yeah.
You can go on there. You got our whole schedule coming up. You can see what's going on. We are kind of a mutual assistance group for this part of the area. We built this whole company as kind of a basis to help other people and to get more people connected and to be able to do those things with those other people and have like-minded people grouping together and doing it now before it's too late. Did our garden last March. Awesome, brother. Awesome.
So speaking of training opportunities, we got our generally sold out medical / low light course. It's kind of a split course coming up next weekend, January 16th.
We have a special instructor coming up for that.
Kevin Caldwell, who kind of a representative of Recon Medical. He'll be teaching the medical portion. And then we got our prepared rifleman class. It's coming up January 30th. I believe that's a Saturday. And then we get back into some pistol stuff. So we got our version of concealed carry. It's called comprehensive carry because we teach a heck of a lot more in our concealed carry class than anybody else does in the area that we know of. So it's not just your 8 hours of Bubba stories, your legal stuff, and 30 rounds of qualification. It is the legal stuff you need to know, and then true information that pragmatic information that you need to know. What makes a good holster? How do you conceal? How do you draw, shoot, reholster from concealment? And then you also qualify from the holster. So that's what sets that class apart. So that's February 6th, I think. And then Patrick, we're jumping back in at Pistol 2. And so hopefully there's some folks watching tonight that are motivated to come out to Pistol 2.
If you are a Pistol 2 alumnus and you're watching this back tomorrow, the next day, or whatever, comment and let us know. I'm thinking about doing a kind of a refresher course on that, letting everybody come out and do the hands-on part and the kind of the training without the ammo and the shooting part. If you're interested in getting involved in that, I might do one of those at some point if I can get enough people interested in coming back and brushing up those skills a little bit.
So, Mike, Pistol 2, you'll be glad to know it's on a Sunday, man. You don't have to get off of work. So that's going to be February 7th. And then our first Pistol 1 class will be March 7th. It's weird because the class dates in February and March are the exact same, 6/7, 6/7. Probably because of this short month in February. So
also, Corey, if you're coming in March, we might not be here. We're going to be training for 2 weeks out of March.
Yeah, we got ACQC
Deanna, you're interested in doing a refresher. Who is Deanna?
Oh, Deanna.
I don't know a Deanna.
At
What's
least
up,
she registered
chicken?
for.
At least you're on here. We appreciate you coming out. It is definitely something I'm thinking about doing, Deanna. I don't know exactly how to make that happen. So yes, Mike, it's a refresher of Pistol 2. It's all the things that you kind of learn in Pistol 2. We're just going to go back through it and let people practice it some more.
You think the boss will be okay with you doing it up here?
We might could. We'll just have to see who all wants to come and how many want to sign up for it. Tox said he's interested. Tox, you got to take it first. Tox, you have to have been through.
Tox, just give us your freaking credit card number, man.
I know, man. Hey,
you're coming to every class, but so is Mike Kalakis.
By the way,
he's paying for 2, dude.
By the way, Joe, that's your Tox right there, man. You need to get in touch with him. He's another close to Raleigh guy, Tox. Y'all need to be.
He's a warrior.
Tox is a true warrior. You need to get hooked up with him. Especially if he gets through 2 and 3 in the next year.
Yeah, and when we didn't, and I failed to mention we're running Pistol 3. It's in May sometime. It's too far out for me to know the specific date, but
it's on the website. You guys can go sign up for it.
And of course,
Deanna, you need to be there.
And for all you folks coming to Rifle, make sure you get February 27th off. That's when we're going to do Prepared Rifle 2. That's where the magic will happen.
Mike says, put me on the list. Dude, go to the website and sign up for the class.
Billy Eller says, how early can you sign up for Pistol 1?
Joe says, check your website trying to plan for Pistol 1 or 2. Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
so
happy to see you there.
Yeah, so Pistol 1 is live on the website, guys. You can go and sign up right now, and I will get a notification that you guys paid. So check out Pistol 1 on the website. There's just hit the class button. It'll drop down. You can click on Pistol 1, and it'll give all the Pistol 1 dates for the year.
Joe asked, do you bring your own ammo? Yes. If you can't find ammo, we have ammo for students that want to come train. You can buy it in 9mm. That's typically always stock because that's what all our rental guns are. If you don't own a 9mm, we will lend you one. It should not affect you from getting training. And also, guys, if you're over on Facebook, we'd love it if you come over to YouTube and subscribe and hit that notifications bell. We got all kinds of information over there that's been posted that's really not getting a lot of traffic. It's just not getting a lot of steam. And if it doesn't get steam soon, we're going to probably stop putting so much time in it. Joe says, sweet, I can't find 9mm. Neither can anybody else. We're just lucky, man. We've been stocking for a while, and we kind of foreseen the signs a little bit. And then also having some good contacts in the industry have helped us out a little bit.
Thanks to Mike Kalakis.
Thank you, Mike. So hopefully, if you are an alumnus and you're on the alumni page, you should be looking at that. We might have a thought for you guys as well, but we won't share that publicly. That's just for the people who are alumni. Let's see. Deanna says Pistol 3 will do. Rock on. That's what you need to do. Get in there. If you can't find ammo, let me know, Deanna. Mike says I don't know how to use the internet. Come on, man.
The first half of the year is definitely live. The only class that is blacked out is as far as registering. The only class that is blacked out is the February 27th. It's still listed as Prepared Rifleman 1. I didn't want anybody signing up for it. Because we decided we're going to run Rifle 2 that day. I just haven't had time to get with the web designer and make the major overhauls. So
Mike says, try Academy Sports every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday mornings. That's for you, Deanna. If you can get in there Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
So that's the game of these dudes that buy and resell a gun shows. I know for a fact that some of them go late at night. They put a chair in place and they sleep in their trucks and they sleep for a couple hours and then they get in line just to be the first couple folks because they can get 3 or 4 boxes of ammo. And Academy, they never quite know what they're going to get, but sometimes they can. It's just it's 3 to 4 boxes, so it doesn't matter if it's a 500 round box or a 50 round box, So sometimes they really score, and then they break it all up and resell it. And so I know.
Joe says in Apex 2, they have ammo smurfs. They go with girlfriends and kids to max out at Academy. Yep. We've seen all those tactics, my friend.
Yeah, so I know for a fact.
If you are an alumnus of ours and we can help you, we will help you. But you got to be training with it. Like, we're not just selling ammo. We don't do that. It's going to be for those that are coming out to train with us and need to buy it to train. If you want bad enough, in other words, we'll figure out a way to make it happen, dude. And if you guys are new to training and you have a rifle and you haven't signed up for rifle class, we do still have maybe a couple spots left in that first run.
Depends on how big you want it to get.
Depends on how many people are willing to retake 2 as well, because I want people who come to the first rifle class to come to the second. I only broke it up into 2 days just to make it easier on the schedule, but it really should be a 2-day class. Dennis says, I'm in Hickory. Looks crazy how the shells bare there. Yes, ma'am. I told you, ammo, food.
What we got?
Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids, right? You've heard all that stuff.
Yeah.
Joe says, can you use a pistol AR in rifle class? Yes. You can use any fighting rifle. AK, AR, don't matter.
You can use a mag or conversion kit too if you really want
to. If you're really struggling for ammo and it's a last-ditch effort and you really just cannot find ammo, you can run 22 with a conversion kit as well. I don't recommend it. If you can use the good stuff, you should do that. Like, you don't want to skip out on ammo for training, guys. Like, you want to get the best experience you can while you're there. Mike says he'll be there for the rifle class. I know. CZ Scorpion, absolutely. That'd be fine.
Just can't use that middle finger anymore, Mike.
Yeah, you got to quit doing the paintball shit,
You're
man.
killing me.
Jason says, okay, send me a case. No, Jason, just for training, man. You know how this works. You ain't no dummy. So
Facebook's in the house. There's a couple of folks still hanging out. Thanks for being with us, guys.
We appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate everything that, this year is going to be crazy. We appreciate all the people that are involved. We do hope that you get training. Even if you don't get training with us, there's some excellent places you can go train. I highly recommend Tactical Response if you're in Tennessee or in that area. There's some really good places. If you're in Oregon, you can go check in that kind of, you got Clint Smith and those guys. Really, there's lots of people out there you can train with, but you should be training. Jason, I know you train. Shut up. Deanna says, I know you told me that, and I thought it was crazy buying all that ammo. I did buy that day at Royal King. I should have bought more. Yes, I told you to stock up. I told you. We knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time. Even if Trump won again, you only had 4 more years to stock what you could, because it's statistically likely that it's going to switch back over again after that, and then ammo and all that stuff goes through the roof again. It's been kind of an up and down thing for a long time. All this happened in 2008. We were having all the same stuff that we're having now, where you can't find guns, you can't find ammo. People are scared. When they get scared, they want to go run out and buy guns. What they don't understand is just because you have a gun does not mean you are armed, Pat Mack. You got to train or you're a liability more than you are an asset.
Amen, brother.
And that's what I hope that you guys understand from my group and our people. We want assets, not liabilities. Most people carrying a gun are a liability more than an asset. So, guys, it's been a good night. We appreciate you all coming out on the live stream. We're probably going to wrap it up. Had some good questions. Hopefully, we're going to start trying to transition from the Facebook stuff to more just YouTube. I think it's a little bit better overall.
Okay, keep running it for a little bit. It seemed
We,
to help
we
fund
might,
some
yeah,
folks
we might try to start doing both of them for the next couple
I
of
need
weeks.
to tap
or so.
into my 2,000 person following on TikTok, my man.
Matt's going to start being live on TikTok.
Watch out.
He's got an addiction, guys. So anyway, if you haven't watched
our video,
He's doing great. He's a marketer.
I'm
He's
just
doing
saying.
great. He's doing great.
Lots of
He's a
video
marketer.
content coming out, and just hopefully everybody's digging on it. You know,
Corey, man,
just the short ones.
I will post a video of the 350 on Friday if I hit it.
Corey, be cool, man. Stay safe up there.
Stay
with
safe.
your country.
Guys, we appreciate you. Carry smart, carry safe, and be prepared.
Be prepared.
We'll see y'all next week, same time.
Hey, Clay Sigmund. What's up, brother? We're just getting ready, wrapping up our live stream. You can either play it back or